All right, we'll get started in SketchUp by covering the basic drawing tools. There are 10 of them here on the large tool set. Let's run through each of them quickly. Press L on your keyboard. That's the keyboard shortcut for the line tool, which is this pencil icon. We'll be using shortcuts throughout these lessons to pick most of the tools on the large tool set. Now with the line tool, it's a two-click tool. So here's what I mean. Anywhere on your screen, click once and let go of your mouse, then move the mouse, and then click and let go of your mouse, and you'll draw an edge or a line. And as you move your mouse, you'll have this rubber band line attached to your cursor. That should allow you to draw another edge or line with a single click, and another click, and another click. And when you're all done drawing, you don't want that rubber band line, hit the escape key on your keyboard, and that rubber band line goes away. Now this is really important right away that you learn the difference between how to use your mouse in SketchUp. So you can click and hold down and drag your mouse and let go. And notice there's no rubber band line versus click and let go of the mouse button, then move the mouse, then click and let go of the mouse button, and that gives you that extra functionality. So whether that makes a lot of sense yet to you, just know that the proper way to use the mouse in SketchUp for a majority of the tools is this click and let go method that we did here for the second edge. So hit the escape key if you have a rubber band line attached to your cursor. And let's cover some of the other two-click tools. So that line tool is 2 clicks. Click once for the first endpoint, click a second time for the second endpoint, and you have an edge and 2 endpoints. The other two-click tools, let's press R for the rectangle, and anywhere on your screen, click once, move your mouse, and click a second time. That draws 4 edges, and they're closed up so a surface or a face fills in. Press C for the circle tool. Again, 2 clicks. Click once, move the mouse, click again. So your first click is for the center, and your second click is for the radius of the circle. A surface fills in as well. Now we'll need to pick the polygon tool. It doesn't have a keyboard shortcut out of the box. It's to the right of the circle tool. Click on it, and it works just like the circle tool. Click once for the center point, and then click again for what's called the inscribed radius. Those are the two-click tools: line, rectangle, circle, and polygon. Let's do the 3-click tools next. There's a series of arcs. Press A, and you'll get what's called the 2-point arc tool. So that's A, the keyboard shortcut A on your keyboard. Click once, move the mouse, click a second time, and then move the mouse again, and then click a third time, and you'll have drawn an arc. So 3 clicks there. Let's talk about the arc to the left of the 2-point arc tool. If you hover over tools on your large tool set, they'll tell you what they are. This one is just called arc. It's the regular arc tool. So click on that to select it. You have a different cursor here. Again, don't worry too much about that yet. Just click anywhere on your screen once, move your mouse, click a second time, move your mouse again, click a third time. So this arc was drawn differently. First point was an origin, then the second click was the first point of the arc, third click was the second point of the arc. Caddy corner to the arc tool on your large tool set is the pie tool. Click on that icon to pick the pie tool. It works just like the arc tool, so do the exact same thing. Click once, click twice, click a third time, and the difference is that it also fills in the rest of the pie wedge, the surface and 2 other edges. Now the last of these 3-click tools, or these 3-click arc tools, is the 3-point arc tool. It's to the left of the pie tool. Go ahead and click it to select the tool. And again, anywhere on your screen, click once, move the mouse, click again, and before you click a third time, you'll sort of see that the second point the arc must travel through And so then you can click somewhere for a third point, and you get a sense for how that arc draws differently than the other two. So as you get going in SketchUp and learn a bit more, you'll find instances where each of these arc tools is more handy than the other for what problem you're trying to solve. But just good to run through them quickly and understand how they work. So we've got the 2-click tools, the 3-click tools, and then there are two more. Let's go to the freehand line tool. It's just to the right of the line tool. Click on it. So the freehand line is one of the rare tools that I'll tell you to use differently than most other tools in SketchUp. And specifically, I mean you're going to need to click and hold down on your mouse button and then drag your mouse around and then let go. And you'll draw a freehand line. The last tool, the rotated rectangle tool, it's actually a little bit advanced in some ways to use the rotated rectangle, but let's try it quickly. Click once on the rotated rectangle tool, and I want you to hover over one of the surfaces that you've got. I'll hover over this circle surface. This is a 3-click tool. Click once, move the mouse somewhere along the surface, click again, and then move your mouse to the side here, and you'll see that you're drawing a rectangle. Click a third time. The difference between this rectangle and the other is the first rectangle always will draw in this orientation, whereas we were able to draw this at a rotated orientation from the get-go. So we'll go back through these tools and uncover some more features of each, but that's the warm-up for understanding how to use tools that are 2 clicks, 3 clicks, and even the 1-click exception in the freehand line tool. Now there's an unlimited number of undo and redo options in SketchUp. So you can undo using the undo arrow up top here, or the redo arrow to redo. Or there's keyboard shortcuts for it, or you can go up to your edit menu and see that there's the undo or redo options there. So however you'd like to undo back all the way to a clean white screen, go ahead and do that. And we'll be ready for the next lesson.